They said they weren't going to hurt you, and that was the most terrifying thing they said, because you soon realized they didn't want your life. Instead, they wanted your soul. They moved you upstairs 2 days later. Can't keep you in the basement forever, Hiroshima says, almost apologetic, as he cuts through the zip ties. Your wrists are raw and bruised, the skin angry and red. That's no way to live. You wanted to laugh, want to scream that kidnapping someone is no way to live either, but you bite your tongue. You've learned that much, at least. Talking back only makes Bakugo's eyes light up in that dangerous way, like he's hoping you give him a reason to do something awful. The house is bigger than he expected. Old, with creaking floorboards and peeling wallpaper, but spacious. There's a kitchen with outdated appliances, a living room with a couch that's seen better days, and a bathroom that actually has running water. They show you to a bedroom on the second floor, small, with a mattress on the floor and a single window. This is yours, Bakugo says, leaning against the doorframe. Don't get any stupid ideas, though. You walk to the window immediately, because of course you do. Your reflection stares back at you in the glass, hollow-eyed, exhausted and scared. You look like a ghost. Beyond the window, you can see a yard overgrown, with weeds, a fence that's partially collapsed, and trees, lots of them. Middle of nowhere, probably. You try the window, locked. Told you, Bakugo says. There's amusement in his voice. Every window in this place is sealed. Reinforced locks. Quirk-resistant glass. You're not getting out that way. What about the doors? You ask, because you have to. Have to know the boundaries of this new cage. Well, most of them are fine. Kitchen, bathroom, your room, living room, all yours. Kirishima counts them off on his fingers. But the front door, back door, basement, and our rooms, those are locked. Biometric scanners. Only opens for us. So I'm not actually free. You say flatly. You just moved me to a bigger cell. Smart. Bakugo pushes off the doorframe, coming closer now. But hey, at least you've got a real bed now, and you can walk around, stretch your legs. We're not monsters. You stare at him, at this man who kidnapped you, who threatened to cut you into pieces, who looks at you like you're something he owns. Yes, you say quietly. You are. Something flashes across his face. Anger, maybe, or something else. But Kirishima steps between you before it can escalate. Let's give them some space, he says. They've had a rough week. They leave, and you're alone. You wait until their footsteps fade before you start searching the room. There's absolutely nothing. No weapons, no tools, nothing you could use to escape or defend yourself. Just a mattress, a thin blanket, and a single pillow. You sink down onto the mattress and finally let yourself cry. The next morning, you discover the cameras. It's Kirishima points them out, almost casual about it. Oh yeah, those. They're in every room except the bathroom. We're not completely awful. Yeah, just kidnappers. You snap before you can stop yourself. He grins like you said something funny. Exactly. The cameras are small, discreet, tucked into corners and air vents. You count 6 in the living room alone. They're watching you, always watching, even when you're alone. You're never really alone. You test the doors anyway, because you have to know for sure. The front door doesn't budge, the biometric scanner glowing red when you press your hand against it. Same with the back door. There's a door in the hallway that must lead to the basement. Locked. Another two doors that you assume are their bedrooms. Also locked. You're trapped. The illusion of freedom makes it worse somehow. Makes the cage feel tighter even though you can walk around now. The windows in the kitchen and living room are the same. Sealed shut, with reinforced locks built into the frames. You press your face against the glass, looking out at the yard, the forest beyond. You could scream, you could break the glass with a chair, maybe. But then what? They'd hear you. They'd catch you before you made it 10 feet in. Bakugo finds you in the kitchen that afternoon, staring at the knives on the block, on the counter, wondering if you're desperate enough to try, wondering if you could actually do it. Don't, he says. You turn. He's leaning against the doorway, arms crossed, watching you. You're thinking about grabbing one of those knives, thinking about trying to fight your way out. He pushes off the doorway. You'd lose, and then I'd have to hurt you, and I really don't want to do that. Why not? The question comes out bitter. You're a villain. That's what you do, right? Hurt people. Yes, but you're different. You're special. I'm a hostage. You correct. That's all I am, and that's all I'll ever be. No. His hand comes up, fingers brushing your cheek the way they did in the basement. The touch makes your skin crawl. You're ours. There's a difference. You jerk away from his touch. I'm not yours. I'm not anyone's. And the fact that you think that keeping me in this house, with cameras everywhere, is somehow better than the basement, just proves how sick you both are. His eyes narrow. For a moment you think you've gone too far. His hand twitches at his side, and you can see the way his quirk appears. Just a little. Just enough to remind you what he's capable of. But then Kirishima appears in the doorway. Everything okay? Fine. Just having a conversation. Right. I made lunch. Come eat. They make you eat with them. The food is good. Apparently, Kirishima knows how to cook. But everything tastes like nothing in your mouth. You'll get used to it, Kirishima says, watching you push food around in your plate. It's not so bad here. Better than being out there. My sibling is looking for me. They won't stop. They'll tear this whole country apart until they find me. Let them look. They won't find this place. We made sure of that. And even if, Kirishima adds, we just move you, keep you somewhere else. We've got plans. You're not going anywhere. The finality in his voice makes your stomach churn. You push your plate around. Not hungry, Bakugo asks. I want to go back to my room. They exchange a glance. Some silent communication passes between them. Fine. Go ahead. You don't run. You walk. Slowly, carefully, until you reach your room, closing the door and sinking down into the mattress, pulling your knees to your chest. The camera in the corner blinks its red light at you, watching. You wonder what they see when they look at you through these feeds. Do they see someone scared? Someone broken? Or do they see what they want to see? Someone who will eventually give in? The thought makes you sick. That night, you lie awake staring at the ceiling. You can hear them moving around downstairs. Hear their voices. Forever, your mind whispers. They said forever. You roll onto your side, facing the window. You used to love nights like this. Used to sit on your apartment balcony with a beer and just exist, peaceful and alone. Now you'd give anything to go back to that, to your boring life, your cheap apartment, your freedom. You wanted nothing more than to escape this hell, and you knew that you will eventually find a way. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.